Boy, Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network. This is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. I guess you're wondering why you see these two pictures on the cover. So we about to get into something that a lot of y'all probably didn't know was even going on. So, Saweetie was scheduled to headline the New Year's Eve party, the Coachella, right? The New Year's Eve concerts, Coachella. All right. Now, she has been, hosting, doing some hosting gigs, and that was supposed to be hosted by her and Shaq. Okay. Shaq has been recently, people had it's been going over people's heads and they haven't been able to realize it, but recently, leading up to this, Shaq and Saweetie was headlining and promoting certain events they were going to be hosting after the new year and going into the new year. Well, that is because Shaq, behind the scenes, I don't know how you say it, shot his shot? Shot his shot at the goddess of rap, Saweetie. And I guess as Saweetie does, she says, I'll hang out with you and just let you know what are you gonna show that you want my company, or you want to continue to date me or go on a second date. Saweetie has these trial runs. I mean, you can get mad at her all you want, but if you're gonna date her, you're gonna have to be impressive the first couple of times. You ain't getting none yet. So I guess what happened was, from what I'm hearing, allegedly, Shaq saw Saweetie, with Lil Baby on social media. And that, from what I heard, turned him off. He kind of stopped kicking it with Saweetie or what have you. And now all of a sudden, Saweetie drops out of this Coachella party. And people are saying they're wondering why. And she said for personal reasons. Yeah, it's because of this. It's because of this. Because she is performing with Miley Cyrus over there where Jack Harlow is. Now, keep in mind, Jack Harlow is another one who has been putting the full court press on Saweetie for a minute. And he's going to be at the party with Miley Cyrus, that's hosted by Miley Cyrus and Pete Davidson. And somebody linked me to an article on the In Case You Didn't Know blog. And as I'm looking at that article, that might pretty much be confirming what I'm saying here. Because if you are a member of the In Case You Didn't Know blog, on December 23rd, there was a post in the Blind Sugar segment. Okay? It said, once this former A+ status NBA player took his shot at this top female rapper and she ignored him, he moved on to this current B status rapper who will become an A status if she continues to trend upward. Now, what I'm thinking about at this first portion of this is, he took a shot at a top female rapper. If this former A+ status NBA player is indeed Shaq, remember Shaq tried to shoot his shot at Meg Thee Stallion a while back? Because as I'm reading this, I got thrown off at first. I'm like, okay, there's only a few top rappers. I know he did kind of shoot his shot at Nicki Minaj. That was years ago. but it still was Shaq. Shaq tried to shoot a shot at Nicki Minaj, but then I do remember recently he was on Megan's. Wasn't he on Megan's Instagram talk about let's see that booty or something like that? And the son was like, I don't blame you, Dad. So when I read this, I think they're talking about Shaq. I think, in case you didn't know, it's talking about Shaq. It then says he moved on to this current B status rapper, which is Saweetie, who will become an A status if she continues to trend upwards. They were seen out a couple of times until a former athlete saw her on social media with a current A status rapper. Wouldn't you consider Lil Baby an A status? He's not A plus, and he's not B. Since then, he left our current B status rapper alone. Does this not sound like exactly what I'm telling y'all? Saweetie and Shaq and Shaq recently popped up on another girl's page with a baby. Now I'm not sure whether it's his baby or not, but he's dating some girl who just had a newborn baby. And again, Saweetie right now is just, you're going to have to drop a couple of bags on Saweetie if you plan on getting that. She is performing New Year's Eve with Miley Cyrus. So far, that's what we see. There's been no announcement of her pulling out of that. And Jack Harlow is going to be there. I expect Jack Harlow to be all up on the Goddess of Rap. Speaking of Saweetie, I read and it was Rolling Stone or another website, the most anticipated albums of 2022, and Saweetie's name is there. I just want the Goddess of Rap to concentrate on getting better at her shows, tighten up her performances, and come back in 2022 and get back to the type of music she was making, type of rap music she was making, because that was her niche. She takes the old records and makes them new records, and that was working for her, regardless of what people were saying. Oh, she's taking old records and making them new, but those records were both hits. So, shout out to the Goddess of Rap, Saweetie. She had a big 2021, which I said she would. She finished as the fifth highest streamed female rapper this year. And, hey, shout out to Saweetie. We'll see what happens. But that's the real of what's going on. Saweetie and Shaq fell out, had a fallout personally, and she basically said, I'm not going to do the one with Shaq. Saweetie's something else, man. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.